It's William here, the Bangkok voice coach. Today I'm going to look at Dimash singing perhaps the most famous movie song of all time. This is My Heart Will Go On, which comes from the movie Titanic and was a gigantically huge hit in 1997 for Celine Dion. Great singer, but so too is Dimash, so let's see what happens here. And this is at the Hainan International Film Festival 2018. Hainan is the southerlymost province in China, and it's almost as far south as where I am here in Thailand. Oh. Those Celtic pipes, I always think they're so evocative of the story of Titanic because it left the final port.
Every night in my dreams,
Ireland.
I see you, I feel you. That is how I know you go on.
And he's singing in the very low octave here, in the key of E flat.
And spaces between us, you have come to show you go on. Near, far, wherever you are, I believe that the hardest go on.
Low B flat.
Once more, you open the door, and you hear in my heart, and my heart will go on the door.
I'm just going to stop there because those Celtic whistles are so beautiful, and I always felt that James Horner was making a reference to the last port of the Titanic, which was Cove in the south of Ireland, and a lot of the passengers were Irish. They worked on the ship and they crossed it in third class, locked in, as you will remember in the movie. When the ship started to sink, they could not get out from down below. And it is this amazing song. It really was never meant to be a song. It started off as an instrumental, and it was decided that this movie needed to have a theme song, and James Cameron was dead against the idea. But finally he gave in. James Horner, of course, really wrote something rather simple here and really quite haunting. And I think haunting is really what it's all about. It won everything. I mean, look at this. It won the Academy Award, the Golden Globe, the Grammy, and it went on to sell 18 million copies of this single for Celine Dion. But let's go on. Straight up the octave. So it's still in E flat. Dimash is singing in his upper tenor voice. It's still so mellifluous. Very young in this. 25. And those notes are beautiful. They're B flat fours. I really love the sound. But you can put some big voice in behind that too. That's what's so amazing. Back to the head voice. has this just little thing that he does each time. He sings My Heart Will Go On and On, and he's just got the D in there, which is slightly incorrect, but I think quite lovely. I think he's got a beautiful feeling for the words. He is a singer's singer. You see, this song is not difficult if you look at it on the page, but it is almost unsingable if you haven't got a great voice. And the reason being, it's simple and it requires a tremendous sound, a huge amount of color and variety, because if you don't bring that, it will sound boring and repetitive. Let's see where it goes. Oh, he's coming down to the front and we're changing key. B major. Because that's an F sharp. Such a key change. Angel voice. That's a D sharp. D sharp. D sharp 5. But he's in a mixed pharyngeal voice. He's not in falsetto. I want to emphasize that. He has not once gone into falsetto at all during this performance. I love that. I love it.
We'll stay forever this way.
Beautiful lower octave singing.
My heart will go on and on.
And actually, it's such a small thing. I'm surprised nobody actually said that. I'm a little bit surprised that nobody said, well, they're putting a little D in there that you don't need. But you see, we have to remember that this is China and nobody is speaking English. But they're singing in English one of the most famous songs from one of the biggest movies of all time. In fact, I think it was the biggest grossing movie of all time. James Cameron was very fastidious about this. He didn't want a theme song. He thought it might make it a bit cliched and a bit commercial. But in fact, the song is almost as famous as the movie, and it is a lot to do with Celine Dion because it was a vehicle for her tremendous voice, but she did not sing over that kind of range. She is not able to switch from a lower octave to an upper octave to a key change, which actually involves an augmented fifth. Is so big that he is pretty much in the third octave. I think it's really sad what happened to James Horner because he died in 2015 when he was piloting a plane by himself over the state of California and it crashed into a mountain. And he was just 61 years old. And it just goes to show that life really is that fleeting. And this song, I think, with its haunting melody and its Celtic undertones, somehow seems to capture that. Life is just one big great mystery. And you do need a great singer to make this song work. So that was quite fascinating and absolutely loved watching Dimash making this song so spectacularly his own, as he always does. It's William here, the Bangkok Voice Coach. Thanks for watching and see you soon.
谢谢。